But there was a great match to start off this series earlier on this year in Dallas. Let's rejoin the action right now.
Boy, he got his concentration back, didn't he?
That was a poor serve, wasn't it?
Yes. That ball dropped down into his power zone, and he was able to hit a pinch shot easily.
We're tied at 8.
This is a critical juncture right now for both players. Serve.
Shot. And Andy Roberts.
That point was set up by a well-executed serve that is called a Z serve. Hit the front wall, side wall, kicked off the side here. Let's see it again. And watch
Prime Network
now,
presents.
Drew couldn't do very much with it. Set up in the middle.
From Lyndhurst, New Jersey, just outside of New York, the VW Credit Cup Series of Racquetball, featuring the VCI U.S. Pro-Am Championships.
Either you score points on that serve, or you end up running to try to get the shot.
Side out.
Here's the serve. Now watch it kick off the side wall. Drew set up and brings it right down the line. And notice Andy was leaning a little bit over to the right on that serve, so it opened up the court.
8 serves 9.
Kachtik down by 1, but he has the serve.
Skipped it. Can't miss those. You know, he set that up to where he could get a good shot, and he just mishit it. Drew looks tight to me. He doesn't look like he's in the flow of the match yet.
9.
And Andy, at the beginning, was tight and is starting to loosen up and swing through the ball.
Hinder ball.
They call it hinder. Kachtik couldn't get there.
In racquetball, you need to be able to get a fair chance to see as well as get the ball. Now watch here. He's coming through. He hits a shot, and Andy hits it right back at him. And when Drew runs into him, he could have retrieved that ball. Here's from the VCI Skycam. Brings down line. Here's where they run into each other,
8.
and it's a rebound. Taking it up to the ceiling.
Oh, Kachtik just missed it.
Did you see how low Andy hit it off the back wall, Ted? I mean, that was a very nice shot on Andy's part and good concentration, because that ball must have hit about 6 to 8 inches. Watch this. As it's coming off the back wall, watch how low that is.
For the point.
Good concentration.
Serves 8.
Game point.
First game.
And with that sort of determination, Drew Kachtik has to come from behind as he loses the first game. Let's watch it again. An outstanding game point by Andy Roberts.
There's the setup. Step up, swing through, and it's over. He didn't have any hesitation on that.
From the high cam.
And it's over. And notice the positioning. Open court, and he's set.
Andy Roberts wins the first game by a score of 11-8. We'll be back for game 2 right after this.
Tied up. Let's rejoin that action right now.
There's a setup in the middle.
Point.
Nice series of shots by Andy.
Now Roberts, who was down game point to 8, has game point himself.
Notice the setup in the middle. He goes to the opposite side and executes the shot. But what Andy has been doing is steadily
11,
inching in and has been hitting really good serves.
Hold up, hinder ball.
They call the hinder. Roberts thought he had him.
Watch the dive here. He hits a really nice shot. Look at the position there. Drew had to dive. He was parallel to the floor just then. If he wouldn't have hit that shot, Ted, he wouldn't have gotten a hinder. That was a nice retrieve on Drew's part.
Game point once again.
But that certainly is
Roberts.
a bad position to be in, to have to dive like that to get the shots, Ted. A little tough to do.
Game point 11, serves 10.
Both tightening up a little bit.
Kachtik stays alive.
Andy didn't hit this serve deep. It's up shallow, easy setup. Hit sidewall, front wall. That last point's the toughest one to get, Ted. Right up.
Tied at 11. Roberts asking for a new ball.
The ball broke.
Okay, new ball.
10 serves 11.
One of the fans here, North Dallas Athletic Club, and lots of the fans.
Side out.
Getting a little physical in there.
Kachtik was hoping for a hinder there, but that's one of those cases where he got in bad position, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
11, game point.
And notice how
serve
close
10.
they are. He was just trying to get the shot. And what Drew is doing there, he's letting Andy know that, hey, I need to have my shot, and you need to get out of my way, or I'm going to move you out of the way.
Kachtik stays alive.
People think that racquetball is a non-contact sport. Watch this shot here. They hit the sidewall, cracked out for a good shot. Now look at Drew. He's starting to get sort of pumped up here.
10-11.
There's a setup.
11 all.
Andy was off balance there. Easy setup for Drew, sidewall, front wall. And remember, Drew had told me he was going to work on moving Andy forward.
Hold up, hinder.
You can see Roberts unhappy with the referee, Mike Ray.
Roberts is a little intense here, but that's okay. This, he needs to be intense right now. Watch, Drew's right in his way. He hits his shot. It's a hinder right there, and Drew tried to slide out of the way, but he was unable to because it shot back at him so fast.
Roberts is 26, Kachtik is 24. Skips it in.
See, a lot of times when you get that upset about a call, it affects your next shot. And watch, as he's moving back here, he might be still thinking about that last call, misses his shot.
Now Kachtik has game point.
Game point.
12-11.
Right now, in this type of situation, I think Drew, because he's down one game, would really have to dig in. I think, plus he's so motivated.
Got it.
There's a good shot on his part.
Drew Kachtik comes back from game point to win the second game by a score of 13-11. We're tied, one win apiece. This match is a long way from over, so stay with us. We'll be back for game 3 right after this. Mike Ray
I thought Andy
is calling Roberts.
was going to make the front wall.
What happened is Drew hit a shot, and it went to the back wall. Drew thinks that it bounced twice before Andy hit it off the back wall. Watch here. Did it bounce? It hit Drew on the way up. I couldn't really tell.
The referee get overruled, is that what?
Ball was down off the back wall.
Basically, what happened is Drew appealed it, and it was upheld by the linesman.
Roberts leads it 8-3 here in game 3.
I think it's vital for Andy to get a point here. He needs to get off 8 if he plans to win this game.
2 bounces. Good call.
Nice serve on Andy's part.
That's one way to get off 8.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Watch it hit right in the corner. Drew was unable to get his racket on it. Good serve on Andy's part.
9 serves 3.
There's another one.
Good serves by Andy Roberts. Wow.
Now, what I'm seeing, he's gone back to his original game plan. namely coming in, hitting his drive serves, and hoping to get a weak return. The icing on the cake is when it hits in the corner and your opponent can't get it back, and that's what's happened the last 2 times.
And point.
Ouch.
And Andy Roberts is going to feel that one in the morning.
Replay.
Watch what happens here. Drew just hit the shot. It kicks off the side wall, and Drew was just trying to get his racket on it. That smarts a little bit. You know, in the olden days, Ted, you know, the older guys that used to play on the tour like me and these other guys would pretend like it didn't hurt.
Yeah.
Macho, you know.
It always hurt me, I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, you know, it hurt me too. I just pretended like it didn't hurt. Of course,
10.
the tears coming out of my eyes
was
the indicator.
Quiet, please.
Game point.
Now, Andy needs to concentrate on good serve here. Drew definitely needs to get a good return. Jammed him.
Oh, 2 bounces. Third game.
Ball took just that it. Just that easily. Andy Roberts wins Game 3 and takes a 2-1 lead here in the finals of the VCI Pro Racquetball Classic. Kachtik to serve, trailing 6-9, and in games 2-1.
Skip ball.
Oh, he skipped
the ball. Boy, that is a critical skip because that would have gotten him within 2 points.
2 points.
Here's the setup. Tried to force it.
Now Roberts is 2 points away
9 serve 6.
from winning $5,000.
There's the setup.
He's 1 point away.
Let me tell you, you can't hit that shot in this critical of the stage. If anything, he should have kicked this into the sidewall. Look at the setup here. All day long, Drew's out of position. If anything, he should have kicked it into the sidewall and brought it in behind him.
Match point for Andy Roberts. Kachtik stays alive. Drew Kachtik stays alive. A gutty competitor.
Yeah, he's tough in these kind of situations. The crowd's starting to get into it a little bit.
Remember, he stayed alive in Game 2 when he was facing match point. Came back to win it 13-11.
Good shot.
That's one way to shut the door, hitting a shot like that.
Wow.
You know, a year ago, 2 years ago, well, a year and a half, Andy, I don't think would have been able to hit this shot. Watch this. He's nice setup here. He might have skipped this a year ago. This year, he's been playing so well, he hits right through it and puts it down.
Second match point for Andy Roberts. Got him! Andy Roberts wins! Andy Roberts, the 26-year-old former 2-time U.S. national team member, former amateur champion, world champion, is the winner here at the VCI Pro Racquetball Classic. Andy Roberts wins it 11-8, 11-13, 11-3, and 11-6. A $5,000 victory for Andy Roberts. Andy Roberts the winner, and Drew Kachtik coming in second place. Drew, an excellent match for you, though.
It was a good match. Andy played well. I thought I was a little tight at first. I relaxed a little bit. Andy just started playing a little bit better, and he played well today.
Andy, what did you think was the difference?
I think my serve. I was able to get some serves in the clutch and get some easy returns. I think the key to the match is I had a few more easy setups than he did, and I think we both physically put about the best effort we could. Drew's the best getter in the game, and my object was to end the rallies quickly. I didn't want him to get a lot of balls and get the momentum going, and that was the key today.
Andy Roberts, congratulations on a 4-game victory.
More racquetball from Lyndhurst, New Jersey in just a moment.